get started, as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. The Trojans ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's a heat. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going back to the well, another deep ball. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. With the catch, it's Williams. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beating. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
run inside. It's Jordan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Makes the grab. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Bowman. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Maiava. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. On the move. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads it left. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Fires to the middle. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Bust through behind his pad. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll run play action. Fires it down the seam. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barres. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Quickly complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Bowman. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Throwing, Carr, looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And now on second down for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Running inside, it's Walton, and that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Finds the tight end. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Carr. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Jordan. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide out. To the air on 1st down. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Bowman.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. It's Mayava. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Booster!
Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 3 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Red Raiders looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more. Going over the top.
Here now, some other.
He's got it up to 30. Touchdown Trojans. They take the lead here in the second half.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perez. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Carr. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Graham. Makes the grab in their space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football. And we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Snagged out of the air. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Here's Carr to throw. He's got his man. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. They just keep firing. Stepping to the right. He'll get rid of it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball raining out of bounds.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Wormley. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. To the air, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. 3rd down coming up.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. At the 20. All the way back. Touchdown, Irish.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down and take the lead. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
There he goes.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Scanning the field, it's Maiava. He lost one down the sideline. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Bring in the heat. And it's a sack.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play.
Here's a little room there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The run inside. It's Walton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Throwing. Carr. Quickly complete. Turning it on. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Maiava. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Bringing it back. He's run out of bounds, and that's going to do it. The defense coming up large and putting a wrap on this one. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the jeweled shillelagh. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.